Hey there, welcome to History Under Review. In this explainer, we're totally rethinking the past. Let's dive right in.
We're dedicating this explainer to carefully unpacking history, without just rushing to judgment.
Look, our goal isn't to blindly repeat popular narratives or furiously defend old historical legends. Instead, our philosophy is super simple. We're asking what the primary evidence actually supports. Because over centuries, messy, complex historical realities get completely flattened out and greatly simplified. Nuance just gets lost in textbook summaries, snappy documentaries, and those endless online political debates. Beneath all that modern noise, the actual historical truth gets buried under literal mountains of repetition. So it's time to step back from the chaos. We need to return directly to original sources. We want to slow the clock down and really put the historical record under a magnifying glass. Together, we're going to move step by step through some of the most fiercely contested eras in American history. We'll start by analyzing exactly how historical evidence is even verified in the first place. Then we explore the earliest days, from indigenous America right through the global age of exploration. We'll track the timeline from the very first settlements at Jamestown straight through the American Revolution, and follow the Republic's turbulent growth right up through the Civil War and, eventually, Reconstruction. But remember, this isn't a race. True understanding requires real patience and a careful review. For every topic, we'll strictly separate hard documentation from modern claims, interpretations, and the totally uncertain. Why does this matter? Well, even the most famous historical claims often lack solid proof upon review. Plus, even vital primary sources demand careful context and super precise translation of old terminology. And just because a witness wrote something down doesn't mean their evidence carries equal weight. To show you how this works, our first investigation applies this method to the Columbus debate. We aren't here to act as defense attorneys, nor are we here to blindly accuse anyone. We're just simply laying out the raw evidence that fuels today's most heated modern debates. So if you're tired of simplified summaries and want to uncover the actual historical record, then join us. Let's stop asking what people say happened and ask what we can actually prove. Subscribe to History Under Review. So, are you ready to discover what the archives actually hold?